Hi Levi. In this video, I'm gonna quickly show you how you can do the digitizing for these contour lines. I have created a two file. The first file, which is this one, the ML georeference, that is the georeference image of your lake, this area. Another one is a empty bathymetric maps. In this case, I create this one before. Um, but we'll get back to that later. And I added the Google Satellites hybrid image as the base map, so which will help you to visually um, detect and track where you on the the real field. And there are a couple of tools you may want to install before you can really use it with QGIS. There are two tools you need to install. First one, you need to go to plugins, manage and install plugins. In here, I want you to browse to the left top corners, um, all, and then search for these two tools. The first one is Quick Map Services. Browse it on here, search for it, and then after you find it in the list, you will click on this one. In your case, it will be shown as install plugin, not like in my case, reinstall, because I already installed it. Another tool you will need for your assignment is the georeference sheet. So make sure that you install these two, georeference sheet and quick map services, before you start. After you finish installing them, um, so you want to browse to the folder where I store all the file for you. In your case, I store everything in a folder called Marl. In that folder called Marl, I've created uh, two files for you. One is ML georeferenced .tiff, that's the georeference images. Another one is a shapefile in polygon format, which is ML bathymetric. And another one which is like a workspace. This workspace with the file extension to be .qgz. This QGZ stands for QGIS. So you just want to open the QGIS and go to Open Projects. Browse it to the place where you store your folder. Browse to Marl Lake. And these three files can only be properly displayed once you install the two plugins, like I talked earlier. The way for you to do the digitizing is you want to place your polygon on top of these georeferenced images, and then you want to zoom it in using these icons, zoomed in or zoomed out. So I want to zoom in. Right now, I just want to zoom into this area. Let's pretend that I now want to start um, digitizing my contour line. So each time after I finish digitizing the contour line, I'm creating a polygon to be surround that area. So I select the bathymetric one, and with the bathymetric, I um, select that layer, and then I browse it to this toggle edits. After I click on toggle edit, it will show me either like current edits, right? Or it has a few buttons like add polygon or vertex tool. These vertices will let you to edit file in one layer. Um, and so the tool that we want right for now is add polygon features. Select it and then start digitizing it. But in your case, it will be good if you use this pen map button. Select it. It's like a hands. Select it. Left mouse, click, hold it, and drag it so you can start moving your map around. To make it easier for you to start digitizing, I suggest you to start digitizing from a smallest one and then keep expand it to the surrounding area. So we want to get back. So we want to select bathymetric. It's in here, and remember this bathymetric file should be selected for you in order to be able to edit and add the polygon. So I want to add this polygon. So just by drag and click the mouse, the left mouse, I'm actually creating the polygon I need. So after I'm satisfied with all the point I add, I right click and then wait for it. In this case, I create one field for you called ID. This ID will represent for the depth of that slice. So in this case, it's minus 35. So I'm adding another polygon. This one, it is 30, right? This one is minus 30. So after you do that, remember to go to Save Layer and Edit. And then click on any empty space on here so that you will unselect the file. Right click on top of this bathymetric. Go to Open Attribute Tables. You will see that I created two layer for you. One is ID, another one is this, right? So we'll know that the first layer, the features ID 2 will be minus 30. That's the depth we need. So after you finish digitizing all these contour line, there's another step you want to consider. You want to zoom down a little bit more. You see that the way I move it around is by clicking the up, down, left, right arrow on your keyboard. So if I unselect the ML as your reference, you see that my depth 0 line, which is this bold line, it is now changing a little bit, and to some part is largely changed. In that case, the way you can do is you may want to evaluate whether you really want to use these original contour lines for depth 0, or do you want to use the current line based on this Google image. So but I suggest, except for all other lines underneath it, like these regular lines, that is when you use you select it and you digitize it from this file. And with the depth 0, I suggest you open this one and start digitizing it to make sure to be replaced with these bold lines. After you finish everything, make sure that you click on these save layer edits for a couple of times, and then also save these projects for a couple of times.